the City Girls were on a radio show and they were asked about essentially how much Yachty has contributed to the song Act Up, which we know a pretty good amount of it.
Everything except for JT's.
So 90%, 95.
So then Carisha responded by saying, next question. No, we're not answering that.
How much did Yachty actually contribute to Act Up? Next question.
Snitching. No Takashi 6ix9ine is surviving in my dimension. This coherent shit don't stop cause you walk outside of the village, nigga. Headshots. I know some niggas that want me dead, but still I stand. I gotta make hustle and put this.
Does hip hop really care about ghostwriters? Like, is that a big thing anymore? Is that a big deal?
It depends on who it is.
I think it's a known thing in the industry that it happens, but then if you speak about it publicly, it could almost become like a thing. Like, oh, somebody got caught writing one of your songs. Oh, you don't write none of your shit. You don't write nothing.
Yeah, it just.
Oh, Saha was writing all over Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Kanye don't write nothing.
Yeah.
Anything Kanye ever wrote was written by Saha the Prince. Period.
That's a fact.
Like that's how niggas act. And
Literally.
so I think to avoid that, they don't want to acknowledge it. But then think about some of the greats that came up in the Nas, Jay-Z, Ye, like Neo, Ryan Leslie. All of these niggas came up writing. Future
is a huge writer. Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
He writes for your fave.
He wrote for Rihanna.
I mean, they people
Beyonce.
write. People come up writing for bigger acts. It's how it works.
That's true.
And I think if I blame the rappers, because if the rappers made it normal, it would be normal. Y'all made snitching normal.
It's niggas' pride. That's all it is. It's niggas' pride. That's all it is. Just like we're snitching.
I mean, y'all literally validated snitching. Y'all made it okay. So I don't understand why ghostwriting is such a big thing. Yeah,
I feel like on both sides. Because on one side, you know, people write for singers all the time. Mm-hmm. But the talent there is singing, right? Your vocal ability. With rap, your talent is writing lyrics.
Storytelling.
Being able to pen a decent song. So that should be held sacred at some level. But on the other end, I understand collaboration. I understand that there are a lot of different hands that come into the process of making a song. Right. Just like there's a lot of hands in stand-up jokes and things like that. So like, I'm on the fence about it, to be honest with you. I mean, there's you know, obviously good sides.
You want to get technical real quick? So, if we're in a studio session with an artist and they're doing a song, and you suggest that they change their pitch, you get writer's credit. Say this like that, writer's credit. Man, I think you should take this off, writer's credit. I think you should switch this beat, writer's credit.
Yeah, because there's a sense of collaboration in there, and that person helped make the song what it was. Especially when it comes to these huge hits that we hear on the radio all the time. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do that.
Lemonade is a perfect example of that. The joint with Trevor Scott's artist. What's his name? Don Toliver.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, all them collaborations and hands that was in that pot. Like,
and then you got to look at it like the biggest artists have had some sort of ghostwriting allegations. Drake with Quentin Miller, Cardi with Party, Kanye with Sci-Hi and other people. Jay-Z ghost wrote Still Dre, Still DRE. So like
Cameron wrote for 3LW.
It's out there. Like it's a thing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Excuse me? He wrote for 3LW.
Did he
Let
write?
me find out.
Did he write
out here
Promethed? Did he write Promethed?
Hold on.
Please tell me he wrote that.
You're going to hell.
Twice.
You're going to hell.
Do we think that hip hop should look at ghostwriting a certain way, or do we feel like?
Well, first of all, you allow for certain niggas to come in and claim status off of shit that they don't write. So it's hard to have a standard like that when you're not holding niggas accountable.
Niggas move the yard shit for their favorites. I'm gonna keep saying that they move it for certain people, dog. Certain people
that's a fact.
get that luxury. Certain people, you did this.
Yeah, but then when you hear like old heads or you hear vets and they validate niggas like Blueface or some niggas that you know didn't write, or they did write it and it's
not
absolute
good.
trash, right? But then they validate him like, oh yeah, that's just the new sound. That's the new. It's okay to have a new approach.
Payola.
It's okay to have a new sound. It's not okay to be shit. You know what I mean? It's not okay to be bad at what rapping is, which is making music.
So do we take a super talented rapper who has ghostwriting allegations or who has a ghostwriter over the shit rapper who writes his own lyrics?
At least the guy with the ghostwriter can make music.
Part of rapping and all of that is delivery and presentation. Blueface can say some cool shit, but he says it sounds dumb and it goes over niggas' head. Drake can say some basic shit but make it sound great. We're like, oh damn, he said he took the girl to get pizza. Like, nah, fam, like it's all about presentation, dog.
Yeah, I'll take that then, I guess. What if the ghostwriter writes for other people in the sense of Drake had ghostwriters, but he writes for other people that should cancel each other out?
Oh,
should
he
it
wrote
not?
for Kanye.
Or for Kanye, he produces for other people. But, sometimes he has to take the backhand on ghostwriting and have somebody actually write for him because he's producing these great songs.
Set that pride. That's all it is niggas' pride.
It is. It's a pride
thing.
thing for sure. So when Carisha got asked that question, she was like, no, y'all about to drag me. Y'all about to say I don't write my music.
Yeah, and
don't call me Carisha. I'm in Miami. That was about to be her whole little rant. But,
right.
yeah, no, I mean.
Southside gonna be at your neck now.
Yikes.
It's a mix between pride and the vitriol that you get when it's known that you don't write your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people you can assume it, but until it's actually verified, they just kind of play coy about it.
Well, I was going to say, because Cardi B basically said, yeah, Party wrote Be Careful.
Mm.
And she was very open and honest about it. And I don't think her career...
And I don't think that was necessarily a song that at the time, or even now, really aligns with the majority of her music. So, like, especially if you stepping out of your box, why not have the expertise of somebody who writes in that genre?
Yeah, with that song, I mean, I think it's a really good song as far as writing wise. Mm-hmm. But if a song like, if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, got ghostwritten, that's a little...
That's nuts.
Different.
That is nuts.
That's different.
Because who sat down and wrote up 300 times on a fucking piece of paper? Who did that?
And you needed a writer to come up with that?
If it's up, it's up. And if it's up, it's stuck.
And then H up is U, capital P.
That would be nuts if somebody had to write
down
that
and
for
write
you.
that shit down.
Yeah, you know what
I
I
feel
mean?
that way about Act Up. Imagine being Lil Yachty with your red braids and beads in the studio.
Nah, I can absolutely see Yachty writing every word of that shit in the fucking studio.
I could too.
Yes,
knowing that it's going to be for the city girls in this case, yeah, I can see that.
Stripes on my ass, so I call the pussy ticker. Yeah, that's fine.
Scamming ass niggas.
I mean,
All right.
did he write Twerkulator too? It's time for the Twerkulator.
Shout out Missy Elliott for directing that video.
It was fire. So, should we feel a certain way about ghostwriting?
No.
Do we give a fuck about ghostwriting in hip hop?
Honestly, I don't give a damn. Only time I have a problem with it is when a nigga's completely fabricating stories. Like
Yeah.
Rick Ross. And Rick Ross is one of my favorite rappers, but from what I've been hearing and researching,
Gross.
he's a big ass liar. But hey, my nigga, you a great storyteller. God bless you.
You a great storyteller.
He's still got a great career going. So.
Yeah. Okay. So that, as long as you're not fabricating the shit that you're saying, and then also I feel like as long as you don't project the appearance of my pen and my pad are pure. I have never had anyone ever grace any of these words that have come out on these tracks. It's all
wax.
me. It's 100% me. Everything on wax has been me. Because don't let me find out. Because then now you a liar.
So don't
And a
say
hypocrite. Yeah.
I don't have a ghostwriter.
Yeah. You don't have to acknowledge it. I know a lot of y'all play coy about it. Carisha chose to pass. Well within her rights to do so. Don't you get your ass up there and be like, oh, I'm the best female rapper and I write everything. My pen is official, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me?
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed?
Fair enough. So Nikki can't say she got a ghostwriter.
I don't think Nikki has ever said, well, you know what?
I'll leave that out. It's cool. I just wanted to throw that out there.
It's a valid point because Nikki does profess about her writing talent. She does. So if it ever came, no, I'm gonna be fair. If it ever came out that Eve was writing down bars for Nicki Minaj or some shit like
Eve,
that,
it's Safari.
not Eve.
Safari.
It was definitely Safari writing some of them
Okay.
bars.
There's been allegations, is all I'm gonna say.
Back when he should
Oh,
be
but then,
easy.
but then that forces me to believe that Safari is that talented, and I'm just not. I'm not on the way there.
I mean, I've heard Safari rap. It's
You know what I mean? Like, for me to believe that Safari had significant contributions to Nicki Minaj's pad, he has to have his own level of talent, and
Coaches win championships without suiting up.
that's a good point too. That's a good point too.
I think we can leave it at that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ghostwriting. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Me personally, get it how you live. Just don't lie too much. Let us know what you think. Drop a couple comments. What your feedback is. Again, to the left, something similar to this, but on the bottom, there's a playlist with a whole bunch of other hip hop content. We dive a little bit deeper.